It might be a hard day for you. It's a hard day for me today, but I'm so grateful to be here. And here we go already. Change is upon us. I am using this Wisdom of the Shadow deck to help us bring up some shadows that we're not seeing. Some shadows that are surfacing around us. I feel like this is a positive change, but we have yet to really own that and recognize that to really empower us and move us forward. So as you see all these colors, the momentum is pulling everything up to the light. That's the change. That's what you're seeing right now. So hang on to your light, hang on to your value, hang on to what you know again and again that you keep getting proven is true. And trust that there are other people, there's opportunities and situations out there that are going to support you in this change. So let's pull on, so this shadow card is what I'm getting is like the entire encompassing of this entire video. And it's important because people are telling us who we are and they want to drag us back down. They want, and you're worthy, like I just wrote this for myself, you're worthy of protection. You're worthy of protection, and that's something that again and again that we need to instill in ourselves. We are not here to just be at the effect of everyone else's unchecked egos and limiting stories and energies that they're sorting through. We're not here for that. And we know that, but it's a lot of us might be here working alone with ourselves and might not have the support we need just yet that really aligns with us, where we don't have to over explain what we're doing. 333 on this, the time. But spirit, you have all parts of you aligned internally. You are like aligned with spirit. You're creating with spirit. You're powerfully moving forward. So this change card is the shadow I'm getting is like we're still thinking we're going to go backwards. We're still thinking that we're going to be pulled off our path. We still think that these people that are starting to like grab back at us as we're freeing ourselves are actually going to win in this battle over ourselves. We're whole already with spirit. We're one. We're moving, we're creating with spirit, and we're moving forward. So the inner child is coming out. I think there's something coming through about an inner child. There's like a lack of acknowledgement, or I'm just seeing like you embracing and taking ownership of your inner child and like protecting her or him during this time. So you'll know what I'm talking about. If that resonates with you, you'll feel it. Okay, so I want to pull another shadow card. So another shadow card, let me shadow for the collective right now. Ooh, wow. Okay, so we have a lot. So we have the card of doubt. Okay, so this is the shadow that we're experiencing. We have the card of sensuality. Okay, so looks like there's some old addictive, negative, like pleasure obstacles coming up. That's keeping us being dragged back into these toxic relationships. Like, I'm getting to ask yourself, why are you so pulled to these people that treat you like shit? Why are you so fooled by everything they're saying? It's like an addiction, any addiction, but it has to do with your sexual energy. I'm getting it's being manipulated because we don't have a grasp on it. We don't have authority or ownership over our sexual energy. So this is another shadow coming up. They want me to talk about the doubt card, and there is one more after. So the doubt coming through is, I'm getting like it's keeping us in limbo. Like, we know the powerful steps that we need to take, but we're refusing to take them because we're allowing these old identities that gave up a long time ago to lead. Like, why would you allow a part of you that gave up to lead you powerfully forward? It's okay that these parts of us are there, but they're absolutely not allowed to lead. It's not easier, okay? There's a lot of stories we have to look at and release again and again and again to continue lifting us up and bringing us powerfully forward into this, and just getting like a new existence. It's not even like to the next destination. It's like a new wave of being, feeling, and seeing in society. And like, if you're watching this video, you're a very powerful being and you're here for a reason, and you know what you're supposed to be doing, and that's why you're being pulled so, you're being stretched so thin right now, because you are not in alignment, and you were here to be in alignment with spirit, and that is the only place that you feel connected and centered in your life. Okay, so yeah, so the last card we got was Metamorphosis. So this card, the shadow is, so it looks like we're in a cocoon. So I think, but I'm also feeling like there's a lack of acknowledgement on how much protection that this cocooning, look at this, it's like we need to protect this. She needs space, she or he needs like love and to be checked on, but not allowing anyone close to her because she's in, or him, because they're in a process of metamorphosis. Like, you know, I mean, do you know what happens when a caterpillar goes into a cocoon? Well, that's what's happening to you. It's like, it's not like, it's like so much more. I know we use that example a lot, but it's really sacred. I'm feeling like you should know what I'm talking about if you're watching this video. And you can feel that, and you know, you're in your heart and you feel a reverence for what's happening. And not to lose sight of that, keep doing the actions even if things get a little wonky. So that's what this is coming through. So all three of these, and then one fell on the floor. Confusion. I think there's a lack of stability in relation to our, like, we're not creating enough like centeredness where there's no thought, no overthinking, no interacting. It's like no space and time, but like we're not allowing ourselves to get to, the space that we need to in order to see clearly again and proceed to make another decision on our path. So again, don't let other people rush you, okay? It's a lot. So yeah, that's really important, and that's what's coming through right now with these shadow cards. And I know the shadow isn't easy to look at, and I feel the amount of like anxiety and distrust of oneself is coming up. It's like, it's agonizing because we've seen the signs, we know we're making the right choice, but we're still like shitting on ourselves with our actions. We're still it's like coming through. Yeah, there's a, like, you got this. You got this is what I feel like coming through. It's like, you've got this. You've done this many lifetimes. This isn't the first time that you've done this. You've done this again and again and again and again. And you have this power to break these patterns because you've done it so many times. This time is not different, okay? It's not different. You've done it so many times. That's what I just keep getting. And to have compassion for yourself that it's gonna happen. And that will help with the confusion that we're feeling. Like, you are powerful. Like, all it takes is one moment of being like, it's like when I'm seeing, like, there's like a video that went around online a while ago of a child like learning to swim, and they're like holding onto this buoy, and they're like kicking, and they're like, because they're like afraid, and then they just end up, the guide or the person behind them is just showing them like that they can stand up, and when they try and stand up, oh, they're not even in deep enough water where they can't stand up. So that's like kind of what the release is communicating to me. And like, we're not to be so hard on ourselves. It's really it's like as graceful as just standing up instead of treading the water. That's how it feels. So to hold that or write that on a piece of paper in your room and like your space or wherever you are, on your phone, where no one can see it, where it's just for you, to remind you it's as graceful as just standing up in the water. Like, you don't have to fight so hard, okay? That's part of the illusion that kept us in these cycles. We perceived it like it's our nature to stand up, like to just be, like that is our nature. So by treading the water, we're fighting our nature as these divine beings. Yeah, so let me feel if there's anything else. Yeah. It's okay that we're vulnerable as long as we're like in our truth. As long as we're like, we know we can be in our tenderness and our heart. As long as that's not an unsafe place to be. It's like unsafe to allow someone else to take the lead in your life and listen to what they're freaking out about. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to show you, look at all, I don't know if you guys can see all of these little phrases. If you can't, I don't think you can see. But what they say is, how can I do it? Am I enough? Will I die alone? Who am I? Will I survive? Will I be alone? Am I seen? Are you there? These are all like these parts of us that are like, just, you don't have to think so much. I'm really getting like the spirit world is really, it pains them to see you struggling so much, and they just want to show you a better way. And you don't have to tread so much, and that you'll attract what you need to you in time. Okay? And don't be afraid to claim what you need and stand in your power. Yeah, and release. Keep releasing. Yeah, so I think that's enough for today, and I'm sorry if anyone is having a really hard time. My heart goes out to you, and I see you, And I know how powerful you are, and I know that you know what you should do, and you can stay in who you are and guide yourself through it. You can do it. I'm telling you that you can do it. You can trust yourself to be you and take the control over your life and continue to move yourself in the direction. It's not even moving, it's just continue to be who you are where you're at in each moment. The most authentic version of yourself without all these attachments involved. Yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I appreciate you all listening and the connection of this collective, and I pray that Spirit please help all of us and to guide us through in each moment where we need to be. All right, till next time. Bye.